Wear OS. You either love it, tolerate it, or totally forgot it existed. But now, Google's smartwatch operating system might finally get its moment to shine, and it's all thanks to the ONEPLUS Watch 2. Yes, folks, the underdog smartwatch brand just stepped into the big leagues, and it might even give the Apple Watch and Galaxy series a run for their money. Let's dig into what makes this little wrist gadget so impressive and why you might want to keep an eye on it, or rather, keep it on your wrist. But before we dive deeper, welcome to Tech Too Fast, where imagination meets acceleration in the tech lane. Now, chill and relax as we unveil more information about the ONEPLUS Watch 2. What makes the ONEPLUS Watch 2 special? So what's the deal with the ONEPLUS Watch 2? First off, it's not just a shiny new toy. It's a shiny new toy with brains. And by brains, we mean dual operating systems. This dual OS setup allows the Watch 2 to seamlessly switch between full smartwatch mode, powered by Wear OS, and a stripped-down energy-saving mode that's like a nap mode for your wrist. The result? A whopping 100 hours of battery life in smartwatch mode. That's over 4 days of juice without constantly panicking about finding your charger. Compare that to the Apple Watch, which still taps out after about 18 hours. Oof! But it's not just about battery life. ONEPLUS packed this thing with flagship features. A bright AMOLED display, advanced fitness tracking, and even blood oxygen monitoring. It's basically your gym coach, PA, and health advisor, all strapped to your wrist. How does it compete with Apple and Samsung? Okay, let's address the Apple and Samsung-shaped elephants in the room. How does the ONEPLUS Watch 2 stack up against the big players? Surprisingly, it holds its own, and even outpaces them in some key areas. Battery life is the obvious win. While the Apple Watch charges nightly and the Galaxy Watch 6 gives you about 2 days, the ONEPLUS Watch 2's dual OS magic stretches battery life far beyond its competitors. And let's not forget the price, rumored to be significantly less than Apple's premium price tag. Budget-friendly and long-lasting? That's a combo that Apple fans can only dream of. In terms of software, Wear OS gives the Watch 2 access to Google's ecosystem. Think Google Maps, Assistant, and more. This gives it a competitive edge over Samsung's Tizen-based interface, which can sometimes feel like it lives in its own little bubble. And when it comes to fitness tracking, all three watches are solid contenders. The ONEPLUS Watch 2 might not have Apple's fancy new double tap gesture, but let's be honest. Are you really going to buy a smartwatch just to pinch the air? Why the Wear OS breakthrough matters. Let's rewind for a second. Wear OS hasn't exactly been a fan favorite. It's often felt sluggish, power-hungry, and let's face it, overshadowed by Apple's Watch OS. But with the ONEPLUS Watch 2, it's clear that Wear OS is turning a corner. Google has been stepping up its game, and this watch proves that the operating system can finally compete with the big dogs. The key here is optimization. OnePlus took Wear OS added their own twist with the dual OS system and delivered a smartwatch that's not just functional but genuinely delightful to use. It's fast, intuitive, and for once, doesn't feel like it's draining your battery faster than you can say quote-unquote low power mode.
Low power.
Before we continue, let me ask you something. Are you excited to know about other technological stuff from our channel? Of course you are! Now, like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more updates on the coolest gadgets and tech trends. Don't forget to share. Remember, sharing is caring. Is this the watch for you? So, who is the ONEPLUS Watch 2 for? If you're someone who hates charging your watch every night, loves Google's ecosystem, or just wants a smartwatch that doesn't cost as much as your monthly rent, this one's worth a look. It's also a great option for Android users who want an Apple Watch level experience without being, in the Apple ecosystem. And let's not forget that price. OnePlus has a reputation for offering premium tech at wallet-friendly prices, and the Watch 2 seems to be following suit. But if you're already deep into the Apple or Samsung ecosystem, switching might not feel worth it. And while the Watch 2 is impressive, it doesn't have the same app ecosystem as Apple just yet. So if you live and breathe third-party apps, this might feel a little limiting. The OnePlus Watch 2 isn't just another smartwatch. It's a statement. A statement that Wear OS isn't dead. That battery life can coexist with advanced features. And that you don't have to break the bank to get a solid wearable. Whether this watch is enough to dethrone Apple and Samsung remains to be seen. But one thing's for sure, the smartwatch game just got a lot more interesting. So, what do you think? Is the OnePlus Watch 2 the breakthrough Wear OS needed? Or is it just another contender in an already crowded market? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the tech shaping your life. That concludes our today's episode. See you on the next one.